Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. I'm just gonna quickly shut my window real quick. Okay, now, welcome back to another episode of What If Civilization Became New. And yes, I have remembered. Don't you worry, I've remembered everything. But yeah, we are just gonna go ahead. This series is quite low quality. I've realized I don't put much effort into editing, but yeah. So for now, we are gonna go ahead and just start off with. Well, we're gonna focus over in this region right here, and that is because you see the gold team here. It wants to expand. The leader of the gold team wants to expand. And I mean, it can go through the brown team, but the brown team is pretty close with the pink team, I think, and also is decently strong and decently wealthy. And I mean, your capital is all the way up here, and their capital is all the way down here. Also, I've just learnt that you hide the land in the ocean. Oh, and also the allies. You can see where the population mostly is. And I mean, it kind of looks just all randomly placed, doesn't it? But let me turn on everything real quick. It's the ocean. Yeah, so here you got, a lot of people are over in this region right here, and there isn't that many down here. There isn't anyone living here. I mean, this country is pretty weak, probably the weakest. Or the orange team. The orange team is also pretty weak, but what we're going to focus on is the gold team to start off with, because the gold team wants to expand, and I mean, it can't really go through red, because red is its military ally, which I'm actually going to change that to white. Nope. Go to allies, we go white. Well, black. Yeah, that works. Okay, yeah, so they are allies, so you can't really work with them. You can't go against them, sorry. The brown team is strong and could probably hold you off. The grey team is really close ties with the purple team. And the lime team also has close ties with the grey team, which has close ties with the purple team. And the purple team here is the strongest team in this civilization kind of world thing, right? And I mean, what else can you do, really? Well, they see the purple team down here, and they see that they're pretty long and a bunch of islands here, and they go ahead and start their invasion. Now, hold on, let me just get the gold team thing here, and what we see is an invasion of the purple team, starting off with landings up in the north here. You got some landings there. They basically just go along the coastline, take over this major city, and push along there, pushing towards this major city. And then they start, their aim is to get down to at least here, and then land on this area here, and then push up and separate the capital there, and just go up. Because once this country loses capital, it's kind of stuck. And very quickly, all these major cities on this island over here get taken. And everything is going well for the gold team. That is until the purple team, here the dark purple team, goes ahead and reveals that it is not alone in this war. And that is because of the green team right here, who wants to work with the purple team with trade wise and stuff, and they are also allies. So now you've got an ally versus two allied nations versus this one. So the gold team's going to call upon the red team, and the red team's going to be like, well, we're kind of busy, our economy is kind of struggling, we're about to collapse, we need to focus on ourselves, so unfortunately this is going to be left up to you. And hold why. No, what's forward? Undo. Okay, yeah. So they're the allies, and effectively, what's gonna happen is the lime team. I don't know what color that is. The color. Okay, yes. So the lime team is effectively going to push up almost immediately, taking over this major city over here and securing the a lake that surrounds its capital. And very quickly just pushes straight up north, taking over major cities and also landing over here, taking over this major city. Effectively saying, hey, no, this is just too far. They also make landings over here to, help liberate the area. So this is green team. This is like the lime team here pushing in. But the area is obviously purple team. So they quickly go ahead. They capture that major city. Meanwhile, gold team troops land finally in this area and head straight down into this capital city and then go ahead and cut the country's capital off from the rest of this. And what happens is we see like a blitzkrieg, like major push into, the area down here. And obviously after some time, we're going to see the complete surrender of, no, not the island, but like the area being, give me a second. Yes, we see the complete surrender of the area. Nope. So yeah, and then that's that, and then they just don't move along anymore this way, but they have secured the bottom side of this island and have now, wait, I need to double check. This freaking... Oh, perfect. So yeah, we have the lime team pushing up alongside some purple troops now landing in this city. And effectively, we also see a great push separating, the armies down here. So we see a push capturing back this major city. And the gold team was meant to be one of the strongest. And they're currently losing to two small nations. So now what? Well, the next move they're going to make is pretty simple. They just push the push out the gold team, well, the lime team here. I'm also going to pretty up these borders because, like the ocean borders here, they kind of suck, I can't lie. You can see where it's like different colors there. But effectively they push back, they start to push into this way here. They take back these major cities, they push back onto here. And what they do is they secure a little area around here and immediately make a landing over here in the north of the main island of, the actual country's capital. And effectively set up a little area right here in which they send troops from here to here, like cutting off there and there, to target the capital, because as soon as they say, as soon as we reach the capital, the country is ours to do what we want with. And that isn't really the case. See, what we see is a huge push into, the north of this island, taking over this area here, effectively cutting off the rest of that area. And effectively, what happens is we see a great push and also like capturing of this area here. They get pushed out of where the capital city is, and currently it's looking a lot like the gold team's losing this war. Like, and we see that being very prominent when a long line here, this capital city to this capital city, all get taken by the Lime team here, and they start to push up, securing this capital city, and then cut the country into two. Now, this coming from the Lime team is very surprising because the Lime team's a pretty new country, like a very new country. But they push along the coast here, making a landing in this major city to take over this island here. And then this is where the red team gets involved, and the red team goes ahead and sends its troops not onto the island, but like, in fact, yeah, they just send them onto here, and this is the red team now helping out and effectively pushing back, taking over this major city, and this war seems like it's going to go nowhere. So now what? They also help push back there, but they don't kick them off the island entirely. Like a little, like, trench kind of wall thing is going to be set up here. And now what? Well, this isn't really going to go anywhere. The purple team does, however, secure the rest of this island and also their homeland here. All the troops here surrender. They sneak off through back up to here, in which, boom, the purple team and the lime team start to work together there. And now what we see is surrendering from the gold team. And the gold team starting this war and losing it is crazy. So what's going to happen is we're going to see provinces being divided and, territory being settled. I'm going to see a huge rebuttal for the gold team for doing something like this. And to start off, we're going to have the lime team. Is it this color? Yes, it is. So the lime team is going to go ahead and claim these few provinces over here. I'm going to quickly turn off. Yeah, they claim the few provinces there. And they also claim a lot of land off of the gold team here, being, all the way up here. We also see some new provinces being drawn between here and here, where, well, boom, see some new provinces. So, yeah. So they make new provinces to split the land equally, and effectively the brown team actually surrenders this land, and this land declares its independence. I think I understand why that just happened. And then we have a new nation. Oh wait, no, that color's been used already. What about you? Have you been used? Double check. No, okay, yeah, you haven't been used. So a new nation is formed in which a city is going to be needed. A couple cities will be made when I find the cities area. And even a capital city, which is going to be this one. Also, just going to quickly turn off capital cities. Just going to go, because it kind of looks a little odd. There you go. So yeah, a new area over here is made, and now we need to settle over this island here. I mean, gonna be pretty obvious. There's only 2 provinces here, and effectively what happens is we see the land being given to this new area. This like puppet, oh no, it's like puppet state kind of thing. It's this one, isn't it? Yes. And there you have it. This also secures them a new major city. And for some reason, the red team somehow gains this land over here. Whoa. No. The red team somehow manages to earn this land off of the gold team here, securing, some more major cities. And now the gold team is like pretty weak, and this area over here is pretty strong. And the lime team is also surprisingly strong. But when one nation rises, another one falls. And that is because the purple team is going to have a huge revolt. And this revolt is going to be from a couple provinces down here wanting to rejoin the... I don't know, this probably has been used... Oh, wait. Wanting to rejoin, the nation of the blue, because blue used to be massive, like all the way from down here, all the way up here. But this area over here wants to join the nation of blue, and blue had no part in this whatsoever. Well, at least that's what we know of it. But blue had no part in this whatsoever, and effectively what happens is the purple team says, you know what, go ahead and join the blue team. So they do. They just join the blue team. The blue team had done absolutely nothing, and it just gained a huge amount of land. And now they want more. And to do that, they're going to need to go to war. And against who? Well, their only neighbor, really, that isn't crazily powerful. Well, the lime team's pretty weak, but they're also pretty independent. They're more focused on independence than anything else. And the only people that can really invade is this reddish team right here. So what happens is we see an invasion where this major city is almost immediately captured. Oh. These 2 major cities captured. This bottom area surrenders. We see a huge push in the north as well. Effectively threatening their capital almost immediately. We also see a landing made up in the north. Oh, let's get this right. Okay, yeah. Landing made up in the north here, and also down in the south, securing both the 2 major capital cities. And basically the island here surrenders, and so does the Red Nation. And what we see is full annexation of this country. Now this is pretty rare to see. Oh god. Yeah, no, this is pretty rare to see this, and like, well, that was pretty unexpected, but the ornament to connect. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, we see the blue nation becoming a lot stronger, the purple nation becoming a little bit weaker. And then so does this nation, so does this area up here. You see this little border here? Yeah, that's a province line. And this province line is going to be like a really lightish grey. Like, not like a super lightish grey, but like a light grey. And this area is also going to break away. But not entirely. Like, this area up here says, yeah, we want to... Anyway, yeah, so this area up here also wants to rejoin the nation of the red team. And effectively does so. And the red team's becoming really powerful, which is a kind of worry, because the red team was a dictatorship and probably still is. Like, the dictator's probably dead by now. It's probably been long enough, but the country itself is pretty dictatorship, like very dictator friendly and stuff like that. And effectively, the red team has grown from like getting this province over here from the gold team, even though they are allied, and this area over here. And then this grey team goes ahead and says, yeah, no, we did this just to join up with this grey team right here. So now what? Well, we're going to move on to... See, there's a lot of new lands to be discovered, and in today's episode I do plan on discovering these lands, and very quickly too. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go to discovered, and we are going to just have a look here. That's the area. So this island over here, well, island I say, this area over here gets discovered, these few little islands here. It gets explored, the island there. But no one's wanting to colonize this mainly because it's pretty cold over here, and it's already hard to live for these countries over here in this area from this green country. We also see a rapid push through here, great expansion, as a lot of new lands are founded, like found, I guess. Soon this area gets pushed. We see all of this island being discovered, and now the rest of the world is discovered, and this is the entire map. Now, did I do this because I didn't want half of the map to be grey? Maybe, but we don't need to worry about that. What we need to worry about is how this land is going to be separated between these three countries here. And of course, what we see is... Hold on, I need to... What we see here is a great divide being formed between a few countries with, well, hold up. Alright, there we go. Alright, all sorted. And you're probably wondering, what the hell is this? Well, my friend, this is the new peace treaty being formed with just connect that up there, also down there, with the this darkish kind of green camo team taking this area over here. this team here, this like teal team taking over this area. This team taking over this area. And a new colony is going to be made. It's going to be like this. Yeah, that's perfect. Kind of. Wait. Does this one work? Okay, yeah, that works. A new area, a new territory kind of thing. This is pink hasn't been used. Okay, good. But a new country is going to be formed over here. And this country is going to be very, like, just a group of people who, like, from all these countries here, who just wanted to be themselves and focus on themselves and also colonize these two islands here, in which they end up doing so, surprisingly, with little resistance. These islands over here get colonized. Also, we're also going to just quickly check the province map. Yeah, I thought so. And effectively, a bunch of colonies get made. Oh. Over here in the north, well, this country over here lays claim to these areas, but like doesn't really own them, just lays claim to them, I guess. Quickly also just fix the ocean borders over here. There you go. So yeah, this country only has like 3 different cities, but of course I'm gonna now fill in the cities for this new area. And also, this is like just over 50% of the world has now been discovered, which is awesome. So now we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch of cities, which is gonna be there along the coast. I'm gonna have 3 major areas there. Now I know these flipping. Hold up, wait. Does it look better if it's? Oh, it looks better if it's. Right. Let me quickly replace all these. Okay, we have 3 major areas in the main part there. We also see a huge amount of cities being made on this island here. And these cities are like 10,000 people, 20,000 people-ish. They're all in like wooden lodges and stuff, and it's just a large area of that for this area, because it is pretty snowy here. But yeah. We see also some new countries, some new colonies there. Colony on that island there. City there and there, though. And there, surprisingly. Like, there's a huge population area just in this area alone. Now, of course, these like countries had barely anyone living in them, but since this is new territory and like tourism is crazy in this flipping environment, we see the sprouting of many major cities in multiple regions, like here. And I am honestly just dotting these about. And finally a city gets made right there. For that country, we also see there. We also see a huge population boost up here as well. Being, you know, this area over here. And when I mean huge, there's like so many cities made over here, it's crazy. Now this is probably the strongest country now, because the purple team just lost a bunch of land there and there, a lot of vital land and religiously, well, like major land. Now we're going to talk about economic allies, and that is because we're going to see a currency being made, and this currency is going to be the white triangle, and it's going to be formed by, oh, well, maybe how about green? No, white. We'll do white triangle there. And there's going to be a few major countries all, you know, joining this. We also see this country here. See, yeah, in fact, no, not the blue country, not the. So yeah, we see these major countries here. What's gonna move? Oh, I'm on cities, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. I am back. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about economic allies, like I just said. But yeah, we're gonna start off with the triangle, the white triangle being, you know, oh god, okay, yeah, so the white triangle economical alliance. What have I done? There we go. Okay, yeah, I fixed it. Anyway, yeah. So we have the White Triangle Economic Alliance, and it starts off with the pink team and the blue team. Then it moves down into this team here, and along to this purple team. And when it reaches the purple team's friends, like the friendly countries it's with, like the grey team, decide to also join. We see the lime team joining, and lastly we also see this green team here joining, and this is going to send a message to those that are not in this economic alliance here that they're not welcome. Like, we don't want you here. Let me just okay, so ignore my weird music taste and just focus on the video. All of a sudden we see a new economic alliance being made, and this is the Square Economic Alliance, starting off with the gold team to combat this. We also see it in the red team here. Somehow the brown team gets involved, the orange team, the pinkish team here, and now we have two economic alliances here. We also see that this is going to start a mass recruiting of economic allies to combat each other. And what we see here is this like puppet kind of state here also joining. We see the purple team also joining, considering they are against the gold team here because they did just try and invade them. And we also see a third, you know, kind of economic alliance being made here, being the Diamond Economic Alliance between these four countries. This country doesn't have a capital, I've only just noticed that. Let me quickly give this country a capital. Okay, so it's gonna be this one. Anyway, let's go back to economic allies and figure out. who else also wants to be involved in the diamond, and that is the pinkish team down here, and also this blue team over here. And there are some that aren't involved, like the dark blue team, the light lime-like color. I don't know what color this is. Coral green. We'll call it coral green. Doesn't want to be involved in any of this. Same with this country in the corner here. They just want to be left alone. And we're also going to see a new alliance forming. Well, two new alliances forming actually, because I said so. Well, we're going to see a joining of an alliance being the grey team joining the black squares. Same with the frickin' purple team. I couldn't think of it. We also see this team over here joining that alliance as well. Meanwhile, in the circle team, we see the brown, orange, and pink team all joining. And then we see a new alliance being formed, being the Parallelogram Alliance between these countries here. And now we have a huge bunch of alliances, economic alliances, all sorts, being like separating the entire world. And obviously there are some ties between certain alliances, like this green team here is on the Parallelogram Alliance with the Triangle Economic Alliance. Meanwhile, the rest of the Parallelogram, Jesus Christ, the Parallelogram Alliance is with the Star Economic Alliance. So yeah, whether that causes tension, we'll have to figure that out soon. Now, what we are going to see is the breaking away of a huge country, a huge area, being this purple team's region over here, being, you know, completely separated. Whoa, you're not Parallelogram. You're a flipping circle, buddy. Okay, yeah, now we're going to turn off allies real quick, and also economic allies. What we are going to turn onto is the land over here, as this is going to be the one of the second last thing probably to happen, and that is going to be the breaking away of a huge region down here in the south, consisting of countries from like a lot of areas, but mostly the purple team here. And what we see is the fact that this area just doesn't feel as, you know, recognized by the rest of the country, and it just feels like a filler area. There's nothing really worth. Oh god, over here God, I did not notice that. Okay, yeah, there you go. That territorial dispute is disputed, I think, almost. Okay, yeah. So we see a new country forming down here, the Grey Country, which will be met with literally no resistance whatsoever. It is basically for like neglected land, and it's going to have its capital right there. That is where the capital city is going to be, and this is where the oh god, we see the sudden invasion of a new country getting involved in, you know, the rest of the world and stuff like that. and that is going to be this team right here. And this team is going to go ahead and invade mainly this island. Basically, it puts its troops on the island and says, yeah, this is ours. And the grey team's like, whoa, no, this island wanted to be for us, not for you. Give us our island back. And then troops are put on each other's borders. This island is occupied. There's a lot of troops down here. And then all of a sudden we see the invasion of the, oh Jesus Christ, we see the invasion of the like coral pink kind of team into the grey team area. And the grey team has no allies, has nothing for it. Pink team goes ahead, secures this, spearheads this city over here, and basically secures the shoreline. Effectively, oh. No, okay. Bro, really? Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go along the border here because it's very dodge. But this area over here basically just gets filled. Why isn't it working? You have little encirclements here and there. And effectively a huge amount of the mainland over here where the capital is of the grey team has fallen. Now what? Well, we're also going to see the grey teams pushing back into the pink team's land here. They push back on this front. The grey team is surprisingly doing well in this war, considering that they just became a thing and immediately got declared war on. And very quickly what we see is the full invasion of there. We see a push down the coastline to this major city. We also see over here in the north of this island being invaded, that major city, and it's looking pretty even in land, like lost and kind of. I think the coral teams probably aren't more because there's a lot of land here, but important land. This area over here is very important. Like this bay area here is a very important amount of land. But what we're gonna see is we're gonna see a little, back and forth. Like that major city gets taken back. This area gets taken back. And a lot of the fighting is on this island here. You also see the pushing up on the coastline. But we also see like push down all the way into this area. No, absolutely not. Don't know why it does that, but it does. I think that's because of the hardness of it. No, okay. Oh wait, tolerance. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we see a huge push down there. We see a landing in the south. Wait, let's test. Yeah, is that what it? That is what it was. Okay, it was just too tolerant. I figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. We also see them getting pushed out of this land, and we also see up here we have just the complete invasion of a couple of these islands here. We also see this area over here getting taken, getting pushed into. Obviously being careful because they are on the border of the purple team there. They also get pushed out of here as well. Eventually over time, it's not like an instant thing, it's more of just over time. You also see a great push to go past and increase the front lines right here. So yeah, it looks like the grey team's gonna lose this war here. We see a complete taking over this island, and also the bay here that allowed them to get onto this island. The capitals, a major city, not a capital, a major. These major cities down here in the south will get taken over. And very quickly, the Coral team threatens the capital of the Grey Team city here. And says, you know what, we can give you the independence. You just stay on this little island over here. We just want the rest. And the Grey Team, the leader goes on a massive public speech, like in the capital city, which is very dangerous, but he does it anyway. And he says to all his people, rise up and defeat the Coral Team. And what happens is we see groups here, this entire island, this area up here, north of this area, and we see a bunch of groups rising up. We see a huge group in the south, which immediately goes ahead and just lands in this major city here. And we see like pockets of the civilization, like the civilians of the Grey Nation, all rising up against the Coronation. We see them connect the land, push back the front lines, spearhead over to here and here, and we see a huge encirclement of a bunch of troops here. We see them quickly cut off the coastline, so no troops can escape, and this is a bloody massacre. And we see a great pushback. We also do see some success for the Coral team, with them, you know, pushing back up onto the northern islands over here and even taking over this entire area. And then we see a talk between, you know, the Great Pink team being made, and effectively peace is drawn. And what we see is a sort of land dispute where well, let's just have a look. So we have this area up here taken. However, what we do see as well is, you know, taking back of that island, and also the separation of this territory here. We also see over here we're going to have a new thing settling up, but boom, there you go. We also see the island here that was wanted for by the Coral team being taken, and we also see randomly a province right here being taken as well, as a sort of like, yeah, this should be ours, it should be ours. They somehow managed to convince them to give this land. We also see the Coral team take over there, and now that is the peace treaty. This is what the new country looks like, kind of, because it's kind of busted right now. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is what the new country looks like, and we're gonna see a quick city just being made. Oh god, I just remember how to redo. Okay, yeah. So we see a major city being made here and here. We also see some cities being made along this island. Now we are also going to see the breaking away of the country of this coral country here. Now the purple team's pretty annoyed that they just lost a bunch of land, but they really cannot be bothered to go send troops into this land. And effectively what happened. Oh god. What happens is a new country is formed, as sort of a buffer zone. Africa color's already been used. Please tell me the color has been used. No, it hasn't. Okay. So we see a new country with its capital city being, you know, ooh, where do I put the capital city? We're gonna put the capital city just right there. Okay, yeah. And now we have a lot of change down here in the south. And now we're also going to see, you see this area over here? Yeah, we're going to see all of this territory from the purple team breaking away. As I said before, as one empire rises, another one is meant to fall. So, well, kind of. It's not always going to be like that, obviously, but basically what we see is this area over here being given to the purple team here, which is fine. The purple team's alright with that. We also see the area over here is about to be separated, but we also see brand new micronation. Oh Jesus Christ, what did I press? Micronation being formed here with its capital. I'll do its capital city in a second, but that's its micronation. And we also see a huge divide in this area over here. And that is between now these borders may look a little odd, I know, because when you go over something multiple times it changes its colour. Just go, oh god. Just gotta go along the border. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, that would work. Okay, yeah. So we see this country breaking away, and obviously these two are going to also break away. What we have is that is not the same, is it? No, I don't think it is. Is it? No, it's not. It's similar, but not the same. I'm also gonna see a. I'm running out of colors here, guys. There you go. No, sorry, there. A new area there being claimed. And these three are gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna skip the song. We see this territory here. These three territories are also breaking away. We also get our first micronation being literally one province. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and also make the capital cities of this area being there, there, and there. Actually no, there, because that's a new city, that's an old city. We're also seeing this area, this little peninsula right here, also going to go ahead and break. Oh Jesus Christ, I forgot. Breaking away. And very quickly doing so. Yeah, I got a better idea. There you go. Good, done. That's what tolerance does. Okay, I'm gonna put that at 49%. Okay, yeah. So now we have a bunch of new nations down here in the south. southeast. Yeah, southeast of the map. We also see the expansion of this area. A bunch of we also see a bunch of allies being made. We see like this area over here is pretty allied. This area over here is allied. This area over here is allied. The pink team's not an alliance, but that'll probably be for a specific reason. And of course, there isn't much expansion west, but the discoveration of the west is very important this episode. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the map looks like. And this is how this episode is going to end. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more. And I will see you all in the next episode.